Alright guys, I'm just here with a real quick pickup. I stopped by Savers, which is one of our big thrift local stores. It's actually a chain. I don't know who else has those. I never looked to see what other states they were in. But on Tuesday, they give a senior discount of 30%, which is really good. So, at least here. So, I went in there. I always go in there every so often and I'll look for albums, but most of the time I don't score anything. And sometimes I do, or if I find an album that I think would sell really good, I will grab those and put them in the for sale, even though I haven't had an album show in forever. All right, but I did get a few to add to my collection. And again, these are used vinyl. And I have always said I am okay with used vinyl. And I'm okay with covers having wear on them, because in my opinion, if the cover has wear on it, then that means somebody loved that album enough that they could show it on the album cover. Okay, so let me show you some of the albums I picked up. If I already have them in my collection, which sometimes I don't know if I do or don't. Again, like I said, I got to update my Discog so I know what I have and don't have. But if I do have them, then they just go in my for sale pile, or my, trade pile, or whatever you want to call it. All right. So, and then some of them will be what I call placeholders, which means that the album will play for now. But if I come across a better sleeve, I will grab it. But again, we're going to start with this one. This is the Monkees. And this has the theme, hey, hey, we're the Monkees. I don't think I have this one, but I might, because I do have a couple albums from the Monkees. I think it's so funny because on the back it's Meet the Monkees. I believe this was their first album. And it gives their heights, their hair color, their eye color, and what they do. My God, I did not know Davy Jones was only 5'3". My Lord. Mike was 6'1", Peter was 5'11", and Mickey was 6. Wow. No wonder he looks so short around those guys. But either way, this is pretty awesome. So I was able to grab this. Now, it just has a white generic sleeve inside, nothing fancy. The album itself does have some surface wear, but I think once I clean it up, it will be peachy and just great. I will sleeve this. The album, if it stays in my collection, I re-sleeve the vinyl and I re-sleeve the cover. So I will do that for sure. So Sharon Seeking, I have your album. I think it's funny because, back in the day, I know some people are like, why is their name on it? They don't know it's their album. No, back in the day, albums were something you usually shared with your friends, or, hey, we're going to such and such's house. Grab your stack of albums, and you'd go. So a lot of times people put their names on their albums or on the vinyl itself so that they knew which ones were theirs and there was no confusion or anything. But either way, we're going to add that awesome Monkees to our collection. And then, of course, we have the amazing Best of the Doobie Brothers. This is Listen to the Music. I may have this, but I couldn't pass it up. Again, the vinyl looks really good, just needs a cleaning. So that's pretty awesome. So I will get that done. And this is from This is a reprint because I can tell by the dates on it. And this one looks to be from 1976. I think this one is 1976. Let's see if the cover has a date on it. Yep, 1976. All right. So and there's the back with the Doobie Brothers. Big band, big band. This has China Grove. I mean, this is all hits. So Long Train Running, Taking It to the Streets, Listen to the Music, Black Water, Rocking Down the Highway, Jesus is Just All Right, It Keeps You Running, South City Midnight Lady, Take Me in Your Arms, and Without You. So that's pretty awesome. So again, if I don't have this, this will go into my collection. Now the next two, I know I don't have. Or if I do, I don't remember having them. And I have wanted both of these. So I was quite surprised. And again, I will call these fillers because I will want to upgrade my covers on these. But the first one we got here is Xanadu. Xanadu was a movie with Olivia Newton-John. She also was a singer on here. Sadly, we did lose Olivia. Was it last year or the year before? I know we lost her not too long ago. It's been a few years, I think. But I love the movie Xanadu. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's a little, it's one of those movies, but it's back in, the 70s or 80s. I think this was in the 80s. 1980, so it was right at that time. Here's the inside, which shows some awesome pictures from the movie. Okay, it is a musical, you know, like a Grease or a Hairspray or something like that. So that's pretty awesome. The vinyl itself, it doesn't have a sleeve, but it comes with what they used to do a long time ago. And they used to give us lyric sheets. So this was pretty awesome to still have the lyric sheet in it. So that's one of the reasons why I grabbed it. The vinyl itself is pretty nice. It just needs a cleaning, but I clean every vinyl that I find at a thrift store. I don't ever play vinyl on my record player until I've cleaned it. And if it's something that's set for a while, it also gets cleaned. But this will get a vinyl sleeve and a cover sleeve. It is a gatefold. I don't have any gatefolds, but I'll put it in the regular one for now. It does have some case splitting, but the way that it's split, I can fix that. I've fixed those before as long as it's not ripped. And it's just the glue wearing out, okay? But either way, I'm happy to have a copy of Xanadu. All right, last but not least, and everybody's like, what? You don't have that. No, I don't. I have part 2, but I don't have part 1. And on DVD, I have 6 copies of the movie, I think, but they're all different. Like one has a leather jacket, one has this, one has that. And it is for Grease. Pretty sure I don't have this. I'm pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure I wanted this, because I know I have like Urban Cowboy, and I have Saturday Night Fever, and I have Grease 2, you know, and I wanted this, and I wanted this one also, which had Olivia Newton-John, just like this one. But I'm also a huge Travolta fan, so, you know, I like the movies with Travolta. This movie right here is one of my all-time favorite movies. As a kid, I'm going to age myself, people. As a kid, we watched VHS tapes. Yes, VHS tapes. And I remember my mother had given me a copy of Grease. I don't remember birthday, Christmas, what the hell. I don't know. She just gave me a copy. It could have been for anything because that's just how my mother is. I remember me and my best friend, we played that movie so many times the first summer that we got it on VHS that before summer was over, we had destroyed the tape. It actually ended up snapping from being played and rewound so many times because that's all we would play. We'd have it in the VHS player playing all day long. Well, we were doing whatever, playing Barbies or doing this or doing that, you know, because I think Grease came out, I was like 8, yeah, 1978 is when Grease was released, okay? And so we probably got it on video. Back then, there was a waiting period, so we probably got it the following year on video, because I think it was about a year waiting period. But we loved this movie. We even went to they did a reunion show down in Hollywood, and they were re-showing the movie, and some of the cast members showed up. Of course, not Travolta or Olivia Newton-John, but, you know, some of the other T-Birds and Pink Ladies and stuff. And it was pretty awesome. This is the inside. This one actually is not in too bad a shape. There is no ripping or splitting, but you can see the wear on the edges. But in general, it's not in really bad shape at all. It does have both albums. I did pull them out. They do need a cleaning. But other than that, there looks to be no real damage on these albums, which is pretty nice. So I am adding this to my collection. I will re-sleeve the albums. Again, this is a gatefold. I think I'm out of gatefold, so I'll go on a regular one until I get more. But either way, I don't care because I don't want to keep opening it because that just wears this out more. And, this album is from 1978. Okay, so for being that old, it's in pretty good shape. And not to have a cover on it? What? But, again, back in the day, people didn't always cover them. But anyway, so these were the 4 albums that I happened to pick up at the thrift store. Question, do you go to the thrift store? Is there certain things you look for there? I always look for retro albums because that's one of the best places to find them. I will say this, they have over the last, let's say 2 months, they have upped the price of these by $2 a piece, but originally you would go in and you'd pay $1.99 for this, and now they're charging $3.99. But I only go on the old lady day, which is 30% off for seniors. So that's the day that I choose to go. So I save 30% on each one of these. So if it's $3.99, you're saving $1.20 off. Okay. So I get it for what, $2.79, I guess, $2.79. You're getting like $1.20 off. So that's pretty awesome. So I was really happy to be able to add those to my collection. Like I said, 2 are for sure going in my collection, and the other 2 I gotta check and see what I have. But again, I still was really happy to add those. Let me know, out of those 4, any of those albums you would have bought if you've seen them. And don't forget, make sure you're leaving comments, because you never know when I'm going to pick. I'm going to go and say, hey, I'm doing the giveaway from this video. Remember? We're back to the old way, where I'm going to pick one random video maybe. I haven't decided yet. And that's the video that I will do the giveaway from, okay, for viewers. But either way, stick around, check out my Patreons. They get something every month. You want something every month? The link is down below. For $2 a month, $1.99, you can join the bottom tier, and that will get you a postcard or a letter every month. It will get you usually a birthday okay, and a couple other little things that I will throw in, but that's, it will get you all that, plus your name at the end of the video. Now, if you go with the $5 tier or higher, then you get all of that, plus you get a giveaway every month for, those tiers, the $5 or higher tiers. And you never know when you could be the winner. And I don't give away cheesy prizes. I try to give away things that I think you will enjoy. And if you don't enjoy it, at least it has some value usually, or you can re-gift it, or whatever you choose to do with it. It's your winnings. But either way, guys, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for spending a little time with me. I greatly appreciate it. And until next time, what do we do around here? We keep on rocking.